Hi, it's Beth from Home and School Navigator again. This time we've been talking so much about social and emotional learning. And we've also been talking about the role of fiction and biographies and the way that they can really be springboards for wonderful and rich discussions that involve social and emotional learning. Fiction was just made, and the research supports this, that fiction was just made for allowing students to step into the shoes and the perspective of a character who might experience things that that child may never experience, but allows them to step into that character and experience those things from that character's point of view. What a powerful way to express empathy and to build up empathy in your classroom. So not only fiction, but also biographies. Biographies are also made for just really allowing students to take a deep dive into the lives of people from around the world and from throughout history, and really see the world from their point of view. What an amazing opportunity, again, to build empathy and to build understanding in your classroom. What we're coming with you today is a list of recommended books. Now, this was really difficult because I love children's literature. I don't know if you can tell that or not, but I love it. And it was so hard to whittle down to our very favorite books when it comes to teaching social and emotional learning. But I'm going to share just a few of them with you right now. So the first one I needed to share is this one right here, Knock Knock, My Dad's Dream for Me. And this one is a perfect example of using fiction to really help build empathy in your classroom. Because in this story, it's a beautiful story of the love between a dad and his son. And they play games together and they have a very loving relationship. But when his dad goes away, he has to come to the realization that all of these major milestones in his life, he's not going to be with his own father, and he's going to have to navigate these things on his own. So this is a great book. It's implied that the dad has been incarcerated and comes back at the end of the story. But again, a great book and wonderful opportunities for lots of rich discussions to be found in this particular title. Another great book to use in any classroom or any opportunity is Those Shoes by Mary Beth Boltz. And in this one, students are probably going to be able to make a lot of connections because it's all about having the shoes of the moment. And we have our main character here who the shoes are just not in the budget. So he does a little bit, he goes and is able to finally find some shoes that are those shoes, but they don't fit, they're too small. But he also realizes that there's another student in the classroom that could benefit from those shoes. So this is a great book about empowering a child to really think about what they can do for other people, and really kind of helping them be able to realize and build up that sense of empathy for others in their classroom, and to know that they themselves have it within themselves to actually act on these things and help out other people. Great book. Another one that can't be missed here is The Last Stop on Market Street by Matt de la Peña. In this particular story, what we have here is CJ and his grandma, and they like to ride the bus. Now, CJ has a particular viewpoints of different things here, and it's different from his grandma. Now, his grandma helps him realize that the world can be a beautiful place. And CJ is able to understand and appreciate the beauty of the world around him with the help of his Nana. Great book, again, for talking about growth mindset and being able to see things from a different perspective and really think about things in a more positive light. Another great one for when it comes to biographies. This one right here, talking about perseverance, is Whoosh, Lonnie Johnson's super soaking stream of inventions. Now this goes through the life of Lonnie Johnson, whose most famous invention was the super soaker, but he had a series of serious setbacks. All throughout his life, he had to overcome a series of obstacles to become the inventor that he was meant to be. And this is a wonderful story talking about perseverance and overcoming the obstacles that are put in front of all of us. Wonderful story. My last story that I'm going to be sharing for the video here is Only Passing Through, the Story of Sojourner Truth by Anne Rockwell. In this particular story, we have Sojourner Truth, and this talks about her life story, being born a slave and then going through and actually taking freedom for herself. And then also when she went to court to get her son back, and was the first time a Black woman had ever taken a white man to court and won. And then going on to how she became an abolitionist and a great speaker for not only the rights of African Americans, but also women. This is a wonderful story, again, with a theme of perseverance and overcoming what seemed like insurmountable obstacles. And to talk about grit, this lady had it. So I hope that you are able to check out some of these books. I highly recommend them to you. You can find out more information, more links down in our description part of this video. And I also invite you to read our blog where we list all top 10. Here I just gave a few selections, but we have our top 10 in the blog linked below. And so happy reading.